So tonight's dinner is pasta with broccoli. Oops, sorry, wrong side. Broccoli and, oh, that's not even pasta, sorry. So pasta with broccoli and chicken. So this is the frozen Costco chicken. That was the bag of 5 because that one is like ginormous. So I'm going to make the pasta. I also have chicken broth or chicken stock that I had made and froze from the Instapot. So that's thawing. My mother-in-law used to make this. So it's chicken, and then I'm going to cook it with just some salt and pepper. And I have avocado oil in there. I'm going to chop it up. And yes, steam the broccoli, make the pasta, toss that all together. But it's going to be in, like, I guess, a white wine, chicken stock, garlic sauce. It's almost like a piccata, I guess, to coat the pasta and all the food. And then top of Parmesan cheese. So that is dinner tonight. So since I'm cooking the chicken from frozen, produced a lot of water. So it's not getting a real sear, more like boiling, which is fine. So it's cooked. I'm chopping it up. And a lot of times, you know, with defrosted chicken, you get that nice sear. And I usually like that to chop up and add that to the pasta dish. But this is fine for now. We have some company over. The boys have some friends. Pasta is cooking. And I have broccoli steaming in the microwave. And then it all comes together. So all the chicken is cooked and chopped. I have 3 cloves of garlic here. My pasta has been drained and is sitting in the sink. And right now I had melted some ghee. And I'm going to add the garlic. There's the garlic. Now it smells good in here. So I guess they're playing video games upstairs. There's 7 children up there. Maybe not children, teenagers. Anyway, so the garlic is cooking. I have my white wine here. Oh, thought I was going to make a big pot. Some Pinot Grigio. Cook that down. And now it's going good. There we go. Let that cook a little more. Love the smell of garlic cooking. So let's add some wine. A little bit because I want a lot of sauce to coat. I can't even see how much I put in there. Let me do a little more, make it like a half cup. Yeah. Let that cook down. Smells good. Like I said before, my mother-in-law used to make this dish a lot. I don't think she added the white wine. I think she just did chicken broth. I think literally just chicken broth, not garlic or white wine. Let that cook. I have my chicken stock here. This is more like a bone broth. This came out like gelatinous, the way it's supposed to come out. I saw Lisa on Farmhouse on Boone, when she makes her broth, her stock, it comes out like that. And she has it in the Instapot, slow cooking for like 24 hours. And then it comes, oh, and also Kim from what was it called? Free to Family. I think that's what it's called, Free to Family. Another YouTuber. And theirs comes out like this. Okay, so that's good. Let's add that. Oh, it's still a little frozen too. We'll let that melt. So I have some organic lemon juice here. This is from Sprouts. Michael got Hawaiian rolls in a bowl. So they're going to have that on the side with some butter. And I'll just add a little splash of lemon juice. Give it a little freshness.
I was waiting for you to pour half of the bottle.
No. Just a splash. Because it's not lemon. Just you want a little hint of lemon.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is all melted. I wonder if I have parsley in my garden. That'd be a nice addition. I'm going to add the chicken. Ooh, that could have been ugly. Put the chicken back in. Since it was sitting out, let it heat up again. Adding the broccoli. Now we have to add the pasta, but I gotta do it off camera because that could just get really ugly. 2 hands and I still made a mess. I'm telling you, I need like 10 hands.
You always make a mess.
I always make a mess.
No matter what you're doing.
Yeah, well, still got vision issues.
They say the best cooks are the messiest cooks.
Yes, the best cooks are the
They
messiest
also
cooks.
say the best husbands are the ones that help clean up.
The best husbands are the ones that help clean up. There's nothing sexier than a man doing dishes, let me tell you. So now we're just going to mix it all together. The pasta will get the sauce a little thick. You like that, right? Sexy man. So I'm going to toss that all together. The pasta will start to thicken the sauce a little bit. And but it's supposed to be a light sauce. I didn't want to go tomato based today and didn't want to go anything heavy. We've been eating a lot of heavy. And now that it's the summer and it's hot, a nice light refreshing dish will do. I don't think I have any more parsley because it's been really hot here. So the parsley's not doing too well. So parsley would have been nice to garnish it. My basil's not big enough yet to start chopping it down. So this is all I got. We got some Parmesan cheese. Actually, it's Pecorino Romano. He's putting it in the cheese grater. And the rolls are on the table. Like I said, there's 7 kids upstairs. No, there's 5. Sorry, 5. 7 altogether. It sounds like 7. And sounds like 10, actually. But yeah, it's going to be a nice dinner. The one thing I didn't do was, I seasoned the chicken, but obviously the broccoli's not seasoned. The pasta was cooked in salt water, but my chicken broth is unsalted. So I need to actually season it. It's a little plain. And I know, you're going to add Parmesan cheese, but it needs a little salt. And this is a really big dish right now. So I actually used a little more than 1 box of pasta since we have company. It's funny how you look at the box and you're like, wow, I don't know if that's going to feed everybody. So you add more. But then when all the ingredients come together, it's like, wow, that is huge. Yeah, what was I thinking? We have plenty. So probably going to have leftovers. So the boys and their friends are eating in the dining room, and me and John are going to have a nice, lovely dinner on the counter. Hey guys, so tonight's dinner is going to be grilled chicken. Here's the frozen Costco chicken that I bagged up and didn't season, but I'm thawing it in some water because I took it out too late. Oopsie. And there's 7 breasts in there, but they're big. Even though it says thin cut or thin sliced, they're big. And so I'm going to cut each one in half, and there's 7 in that bag, so that gives us 14. There'll be leftovers for lunch. They like to make sandwiches out of them. And then from Blue Love 33, thank you. I'm going to roast radishes. Yes, I don't have olive oil, but I do have the avocado oil, so I'm going to use some avocado oil. And she said salt and pepper, roast them until tender, and then, no, was it salt and pepper? I got to look at that again. And no, you know what? Let me go look now. Yes, so she said to roast them in olive oil, garlic, and pepper. And then when they're fork tender, toss them in some sea salt and herbs. Yeah, sorry I messed that one up. But Blue Love 33, I'm giving that a try. And not only am I going to do it to the radishes, but I have a whole bunch of leftover turnips too. I can't eat them fast enough. No one else in the family eats it, but maybe me and John. Maybe John would enjoy it roasted. And I still have some of the beets. So I'm going to do that. Why not? These probably take longer to roast. And then, look, these came from my garden. Awesome. And then these came from the CSA. So I'm going to cut those up and roast those too. So I'll have a whole bunch of leftover roasted vegetables. And, yeah, do something with them. Whether throw them in a quiche. Or just eat them on the side of something. Anyway, but at least I'll get to use the vegetables. A lot of times I make the quiche squares with these, but not today. I really got to get these going. Maybe my next bunch of squash, I'll make my quiche squares that I do every summer, which I love. Yeah, so I'm going to get chop-a-lopping, and that's as far as I got so far. I don't know what the other dish for dinner is going to be because, of course, with a house full of guys, it has to be 3 courses. Meat, carbs, veg, you know? So I didn't come up with the carbs yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, whether it be pasta or rice. Not sure, but I'll think about it while I'm chopping all this up. So I cut up all the veggies. Look at this. This is candy cane beets. Beautiful. So the spring turnips and the radishes, they're down there somewhere. So I don't have olive oil, but I am going to put some avocado oil. And then some pepper, which I need 2 hands for. And, oh, I got to get the garlic. So I chopped up about 3 hefty cloves of garlic. Oh, I might not need to put all of it. I'll save some for the zucchini. Yeah, I'm going to save that for the zucchini. That's about half. Oops, I didn't do the pepper yet. Oh, that smells good already. And then all these leftovers I'm going to throw in the garden, and we'll see if something grows. Whether it be beets, turnips, or radishes. Something's got to grow. These are roots, you know, so these will start to regenerate, hopefully. I wonder if they work the same way as potato, which I wanted to do this year, and I didn't get to do it because I missed the boat. I should have put them in earlier. But anyway, let me put some pepper and put this in the oven. I have my oven preheated at 425. It actually works at 425. And I know like root vegetables take a long time to cook and get tender, so we'll see how long that takes. Look how beautiful. So I cut them all about the same size so that they could cook evenly, and we'll see how long it takes. And then I'm going to prep the zucchini because they are softer. I'm going to put them in a little later. I wouldn't be surprised if those root vegetables take about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe. I don't know. So these 2 I think I'm going to save because I just picked those today, so they're still good and fresh. And then these, I put the garlic in already. I put the pepper in also, and just drizzle some avocado oil. Sorry, I almost said olive oil. Let those sit there, and then I will throw them into roast, probably in about, what time is it? It's 4:24. Probably in about half an hour I'll throw those in because those will take a shorter time to roast, especially at 4:25. So I know my counter's a mess, but I wanted to show you. These were some bottles of kombucha that I had bought a while ago, and I actually love the bottles, so I kept them. Kept the bottles. Kombucha could be pricey, and it takes a while to get used to it. But I actually, from my garden, I made a whole bunch of lemon balm with ginger. I grated some ginger, and I steeped a whole pitcher of lemon balm, hot water to make a lemon balm tea. And I grated the ginger in there and let it sit. And then I poured it into these bottles with some stevia. So I made my own iced tea. Look at that. I also did it with mint and lavender. So yeah, so when I'm thirsty, I just grab a bottle and put a straw in it. Look how cool that is. But I'm going to go put this out in the garden. So come with me to the garden. Oh shit, I got the sprinkler going on. I forgot. All right, never mind. Come back inside. I gotta turn off that sprinkler. And now I'm gonna put the zucchini in. Those smell so good. And then the chicken's all thawed, so I'm gonna cut them up and season them. And I don't know if John's gonna grill outside. It is so hot, so I think I'm just gonna pan cook it on the stovetop. So I put the chicken in the bowl that had all the garlic from the vegetables, some avocado oil, and then I'm gonna do this, where is it? Chook chicken from Savory Spice Shop. It's just a seasoned salt. So I'm gonna do that and I'll pan cook it. So the boys decided they wanted macaroni Alfredo. And it's funny because I was just editing a video I'm really behind, but I was editing one of the food videos and the meals, and we had the same dish. I think it was a different spice blend, but pan-cooked chicken with macaroni Alfredo. Although this is completely different. So, yep, macaroni Alfredo it is. So now I'm ready to, ooh, cat. Oh, black cat crossed my path. Are you kidding me? So now I'm ready to throw these in my garden. I don't know if you could see her. She blends with the darkness. Turned off the water out here. And then we'll see what grows by the fall with all this lovely goodness. So let's see. I think I planted some stuff right here. So I'm going to try to plant it over here. Look at the herbs. I have to.
Surprise!
Hey.
Hi!
I have to trim and harvest some of these herbs.
Yes.
So these are, shut up.
Harvest.
Harvest. So these are pepper
Freshly
plants.
watered.
Yes, freshly watered.
Freshly watered.
So these are pepper plants. Those are tomato plants. That happens to be arugula, and it's a heat resistant arugula. So it's an arugula that grows in the heat of the summer. Here's some basil.
Up here, Paolo Anselini.
Yeah, I can't see them.
Hello.
Hello.
Flies.
I still have lettuce growing over there, so that's good. I have lettuce over here, and this is stevia. I planted stevia so I can dry it and throw it in my tea. And look how beautiful the yellow squash is. You can see, oh, moist over here. Look at, you can see the baby yellow squash. Oh, I can probably plant them right here. And those over there, I still don't know what it is. I think these are onions. This is Thai basil. Arugula is actually coming back, and the kale is still going strong. I have to find Yeah, I have to find my shovel. Let me find my shovel. All right.
Hi, Mommy.
All three of them are looking at me out the window.
3 kitties and the kid.
And the big kid.
And the big kid.
Say bye-bye. So I'm gonna put them right in here. It's funny because when we lived in Ronkonkoma, we had neighbors across the street that were just awesome landscapers and gardeners. And basically, the wife would just tell me, yeah, I just throw things in and see what grows. So that's what I do. I throw things in and see what grows. Low maintenance gardening. These are fork tender. So now I'm gonna sprinkle it with some sea salt. Nice. So I tried them. Oh my God, they are so good. I would have never thought, which I should have known because fennel, it does it to fennel, but radishes when they're roasted are actually really sweet. I think the radishes definitely, not that I think, I know they definitely cooked a lot quicker than the turnips and the beets. So now I know, don't put them in all at the same time because they came out a little toasty. But they are really good. Just salt, pepper, oil, a nice oil, olive oil preferably, and fresh garlic. Wow. So there's a, oh, my goodness. New spoon. New spoon. So the zucchini are done, and I'm tossing them in with the root vegetables. Nice little blend. They are good. Look at that. Still cooking. I made it really saucy. Oh, delicious. And the boys are eating peas. Oops. Close up. And there it is, plated. Blue Love 33, thank you so much. Those radishes are awesome. Now I will not be afraid to take the radishes from the CSA because now I will roast them. And the boys had peas.
And cat.
And the cat has her chair. And that is dinner tonight. Get comfy. There you go. Hey guys, so tonight for dinner I have these Costco boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I'm going to chop up, add some adobo, fry it up in a skillet, maybe for more garlic, add more garlic, this is all I have left. I made some white rice, and then in my freezer I had made a whole bunch of white beans. Yep, that's them. So I'm gonna make some Puerto Rican beans. I'm gonna use 2 of these. Should I use 2? All right, maybe 1. And that's dinner tonight. So there they are frying up. The adobo made it garlicky enough, so I definitely did not have to put any more fresh garlic. Here's my adobo, which I gotta get more, savory spice chop. Frying it up in some ghee. My white rice is ready. Got my white beans cooking, Puerto Rican beans. I'll link my Puerto Rican bean recipe down below. This one is used with white beans. And I think I'm gonna go see if, which I know I do, it's just that my freezer's kind of full, but I'm gonna throw some cubes of pumpkin in there. And I have veggie blend microwaving, and some of the chicken's already ready. I like it crispy, so I leave it in there for a long time. Here's my bag of frozen pumpkin from Halloween. Gonna put some pieces. It gives it a nice little sweetness. I like it. John is like, what is that? And there it is, plated up. You can see some of the pumpkin. I haven't had Puerto Rican beans in quite a while, so it's good. That's dinner tonight. Hey guys, tonight's dinner is crispy chicken strips from Tyson, from Costco. Boiling some water to make pasta. This was a mistake. I didn't put down that if they didn't have Desico penne, I didn't want any substitutes. And I got substitutes. So we're going to eat that with the white cheddar kale pesto sauce from Costco. I don't know if they still have it anymore, but it was a 2-jar purchase, and that's our second jar. And then I'm going to steam some broccoli. So that is dinner tonight. Ooh, look at that. So good. And tons of crispy chicken and broccoli. And there it is, plated. I actually started eating when I forgot I didn't film it. Hey guys, tonight's dinner, we're grilling chicken, so I have that thawing. But on the side, I'm going to make something called Riso al Pomodoro, which is tomato rice. I got this recipe from Cooking with Nonna. I've been following her YouTube channel. I have her cookbooks. I started by following her blog, and then that's how, from there, got the rest. Great Italian dishes. So you need risotto, and I'm going to be quick cooking it in my rice cooker with some ghee. So it's a rice, so it's a risotto, an arborio rice, and basically tomato sauce in it, and Parmesan cheese and onions. So that's going to be the side of the grilled chicken. So I have my ghee in there, 3 cups of arborio rice, some water. I wish I had chicken stock, but I don't. I'm going to add some salt and get this going in my ancient rice cooker. So the rice is still steaming. So right now I got my pot getting hot, and I'm going to melt some ghee, and then you add in diced onions. Smells good. Let that cook. Add some salt. And let that cook down until it gets translucent. Okay, I actually said it wrong. I said riso al pomodoro. It's riso al pomodoro. Sorry about that. So, nice and translucent. It's funny because this is how I start my alla vodka sauce. So, I'm adding tomato sauce. Now, it asks for 3 cups of tomato puree. And I don't have tomato puree. So, I Googled what's the difference between tomato sauce and tomato puree. And it says that tomato puree is thicker and has a richer, deeper tomato flavor. So I'm going to add the 3 cups, which is like really 1.5 cans. And to that, I'm going to add tomato paste, which is a very concentrated tomato. So that'll give us that rich flavor. But yeah, this is funny because it's the beginning of my alla vodka sauce. So when this is heated throughout, you mix it with the rice and then dump a whole bunch of Parmesan cheese and toss it. And that's it. I actually saw this recipe. Like I said, I follow her YouTube channel, and I've been following her blog and get emails, and I have her cookbooks. But when I saw this recipe, I thought it was pretty interesting because we do eat a lot of pasta as a family, and pasta is refined, flour and, processed and blah, 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 and gluten and carbs and simple and yeah. So I would like to make more rice dishes, but I can't, I need to develop my recipe cookbook with the rice dishes because I'm Puerto Rican, so we only know like white rice and, arroz con gandules and then beans. But because of my curiosity with cooking, I've come across risotto. Sometimes risotto is a long process, when you want it nice and creamy. So I need to come up with quick rice dishes so that we're not always eating pasta, because that's always our quick fix. And I also have to do that with potatoes too. I really should incorporate more potatoes, the stuff that comes from the earth. So let me get this tomato puree in there. Tomato paste. So now that that's hot and bubbly, I'm gonna start adding the risotto. Oh, this can get ugly. Wow. This is the first time we are trying this. Ooh. Smell the tomatoes. Look at that. I want to try it. Actually, the cheese is not in there. But I still want to try it. This is probably really good with fish. Which I have to learn how to make more kind of fish because I don't eat it enough. Wow, it's really good. It's good as is. Now I gotta grate the cheese. So the recipe actually says to serve it and top it with grated Parmesan Reggiano. Doesn't say to stir it in there. But I'm gonna stir some in there to make it more like a risotto. Just a little bit, and then of course they can top more when I serve it to them. Wow, I am so excited that I found this. Laundry's done. I am so excited I found this dish. Great alternative to pasta. I gotta try it again. Now with the cheese. Look at that. Look at that. Hot. Oh my God, it's so good. Now I gotta get the chicken ready. So I added adobo, which I need to buy more of, and Italian seasoning, which is my own blend, which I need to make more of. So give it a lot of flavor. So good. And then I'm gonna pan cook it in some ghee and avocado oil. Some of the chicken is still frying, but that's staying warm in this cast iron. There's some chicken ready, and I made a Caesar salad with lettuce from my garden. Ooh! And there it is, plated. Michael already cut his chicken up. Caesar in a separate bowl. That's dinner tonight.